Is Amanda Rowlinson, and today I'm joined by Lisa Curcillo. We are Medicaid Health System Specialists with the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities. Today we want to talk to you about home and community-based services in an acute care hospital. So let's jump right into why we're changing this. We wanted to give county boards the ability to authorize homemaker personal care, participant-directed homemaker personal care, and Ohio shared living services while a person is in an acute care hospital. This personal care, not otherwise required to be provided by the hospital, communication assistance, and support for behavioral challenges, is above and beyond what the acute care hospital is required to provide by law. This may not be approved for every situation and may not be needed for every hospitalization. I'll give you the definition of acute care hospital. This is a hospital that provides inpatient medical care and other related services for things like surgery, acute medical conditions, or injuries. It's usually for a short-term illness or a condition. An acute care hospital does not mean a nursing home or a rehabilitation center. So during a hospitalization, what services may be provided? Services that can be provided would be homemaker personal care, participant-directed homemaker personal care, or shared living. While someone's hospitalized in an acute care hospital, what tasks can be provided by their providers? These are things like intensive personal care, things that are not required to be provided by the hospital, physical care or physical tasks. They may also provide communication support to the person, assisting them to relay pain levels to their doctor or their nurses, explaining to the person the procedures that are going to be happening, and also assisting the person to understand discharge and other instructions they may be getting from their doctor or their nurses. Providers also can support for behavioral challenges, like keeping the person from removing IVs and other medical equipment, and assisting the person with compliance with doctor's instructions. And now Lisa's going to tell us what services may not be provided while hospitalized in acute care hospital settings.
Thanks, Amanda. Now let's talk about services that may not be provided. On-site on-call or sleeping in a chair beside someone's bedside. Travel to and from the hospital. Services on behalf of someone at the person's home. Two-on-one supports. It may also not be used if the hospital provides attendant care for a person with a disability during their stay. Requirements include that it's authorized for the purpose of providing personal care, behavioral, and communication support that is not otherwise provided in the hospital setting. It is not a substitute for services that a hospital is obligated to provide. The staff must be awake. A maximum of 16 hours per day of HPC or PDHPC may be authorized. And the maximum number of days per waiver span is 30. The process that's followed for home and community-based waiver services during an acute care hospitalization includes the SSA and team discussing what supports the person may need while they're in an acute care hospital. The county board approves and then updates the ISP with this information. Following the person's hospital discharge, the county board submits that information to DODD in the prescribed format so that the provider may be placed on the exceptions list, which will allow them to bill the specific amount of service approved by the county board. There's a form to complete and send to DODD at the MSS mailbox. The provider is expected to maintain the same documentation they would if the services were provided in the home and the community. The provider bills and is paid for the amount of time that the county board has approved.